Lots to get to at track. Coach Brant Tolsma. And Coach, we'll talk about this beautiful facility in a minute, but let's kind of recap the cross-country season. The women winning the Big South Championship, and for you, your 100th conference championship. Congratulations. Your thoughts back on the women's championship a couple weeks ago?
Well, we went in looking for the victory. We felt like if we could follow our race plan, we could come away with it. And early on, people go out, and right at the beginning, I think, man, we're back. This isn't. But people go out too fast. And by the time it settled in, by the time they were to a mile, I felt like, okay, this is going good if we can hold our spots. And the girls ran according to plan and came away with the victory, I think, by about 7 or 8 points or so. So that's what we thought we'd get, and we were happy that it unfolded the way we want. With the men, we had a shot. We were underdogs, but we had a shot, and we really just came up one guy short of pulling off that. But we had some good races from a lot of our runners, so we had the outcome we expected, but we were hoping for better.
For your 100 championship, did we get a celebration with you? Some water bottles poured on you or something?
No. But that was kind of sweet. It reminds me of how long I've been here and how old I am. But certainly that's a wonderful privilege to have served here this long and to have been a part of teams that did so much for so many years. As I said before, some of the athletes that contributed to that streak are in their 50s now. And so it brings back memories and it reminds me of why we do what we do.
Coach, in the Southeast Regional, your men's team had its best finish since 2012. Why were they so successful in finishing ninth in that event?
Well, we actually had a good team this year, and conference doesn't always show because we were ninth, but Campbell was seventh. So Campbell's the team that beat us in the conference. We finished a lot higher than the women did. So it was kind of good that after the women won Big South, the men had a good, strong showing at regionals. And we want to be a team that can contend to go to nationals, which is only the top two. This year, only 2 teams went out. Furman actually finished third by 1 point behind Virginia, and they didn't get to go to nationals. So it's tough to get out of our region, especially if you don't have that large points. But we want to get to that national championship, and we want to be that kind of team. So ninth is a good step in the right direction. You really need to be at least 5th or 6th to have any shot, and to be guaranteed, you got to be top 2. That's a tough thing to do in our region.
Now, Coach, we're a couple of weeks away from Christmas, but this is Christmas Day for you being in this building. You look like a kid on Christmas Day as you showed us all the inner workings of this indoor track facility. Where do we start? What do you want to talk about first?
This is such an amazing facility that I told somebody, if 30 years ago when I came to Liberty, you said, okay, envision what you would like Liberty Track to be like in 30 years. Facility-wise, I would not have envisioned what we're going to be like. I think we'll arguably be a top 5, maybe even a top 3 program in the country by the time this facility is done and our outdoor track is finished with the APC right next to it. So that's beyond, you think of the verse, blessed above and beyond what you can even think of. And that's kind of the way I feel a little bit. I never envisioned this. Almost any school in the country would gladly change facilities with us, with the maybe exception of 1 or 2. And so obviously we're really blessed, but we also understand that where much is given, much is also required. Yep. And so it's raising the bar of expectation, but I embrace that. Our staff embraces that. We want to represent the Lord at the highest level. There's really nobody doing that very much, and so there's a void there. I've said for years, I said if there's one team representing Christ, it surely can't be at the bottom, and it shouldn't even be in the middle. It should be at the top. If biblical principles work, and if you have the backing, and if, as Dr. Falwell used to say, if it's Christian, it ought to be better. If these things are true, then there's every reason to believe that we should be able to rise to be among the elite in the country in Division I, the track and field and cross country. That's the goal, but this has got to be a huge push in that direction, and we're excited about it.
Coach, how many parts to this facility mimic others around the country, and how much of it is exclusive to what Liberty and the look you want it to have?
Well, the track and the hydraulic bank track is, I believe, the 7th going in the U.S. And so that's pretty unique that you can change the bank of the track for the different races. But then this, where we're standing right now, is the team camp area. Facilities don't normally have a team camp area. And then underneath us, we have a 100-meter, 8-lane warm-up track. So the athletes don't have to go outside to warm up. They can warm up right in the facility, bring them across and compete. There'll be actually 10 lanes going up the middle of the track. And then you have the 2 long jump, triple jumps. You have 2 pole vault areas. We have a throwing area, a high jump area. It's everything anybody would dream of. And the spectators are all separated from the athletes on their own side. I don't know what we could have done any better. I have to give a big thank you to Jerry Jr. for backing this and deciding to do it.
And after more championships, you can go next door to the high dive. The indoor pool will be done here soon. You can have some celebratory jumps off that with your team, okay?
I would have done that when I was younger, but at this age, I think I'm going to leave that 10-meter tower to the younger people.
All right, Brant, we appreciate your time. Best of luck this indoor season and down the road, okay?
Thank you.
That's head track coach Brant Tolsma.